Hello, hello, hello. So, oh, is this all dreamy? Right, I am just checking this out. As I say, I was doing a wee bit of this earlier on, just trying out the video and seeing how it goes. So we're gonna do one of these cards in a miniature tool, which will show how many people turn up. If we get some people realising that I'm doing this, then great. Otherwise, we'll keep it moving for another time. Oh, it's coming out. So I'll do these. Oh, those ones all fell out. Right, I know what it's like when people do these. So I always like to show that it is being done properly by shuffling them. Alright, see, it's got poor connection, so I'm going to switch off and then switch on. Right. So here we go. That's definitely sticking out. Right, there we go. One, two. Okay, so the ones that kind of fell out were the Magician, the Lovers, Prince Charming, and the Four of Summer. So I think that we've manifested a love into our lives who is charming, self-confident, quick, passionate, restless. And so maybe because he's so restless, either that or you are, you're being distracted somehow and failing to see this magical love of a lifetime that you have manifested. Could that be the case? Please do let me know. If this comes to pass, if this makes sense, and you connect with this, do let me know. What else am I getting from this? Let me see. It could be that you're all caught up in the energy of this love, that you are being distracted by it and not seeing something in terms of a life opportunity. I don't know. Think about it. So, back in a second. Right. What I am also getting is that it's important to make a decision about this love interest that you've manifested into your life, because you hold the key as to how it goes. It's all in your hands. But if you're being distracted, then, obviously, if you're doing that, then goodness knows what's going to happen to this. But you might be on your way to manifesting something else, unless you take a hold and do something about it. So there you go. That's what's happening. Those all just fell out by themselves, so I assume those are very important to whoever's watching. This one was also at the very beginning. What it shows is that it's a time to really take everyone's input into consideration, merge the viewpoints to create a solution that works for everyone. And take your time, there's no need to rush. So although it says to rush, yes, you will need to make a decision possibly, but you're going to have to make it quick once you have all the details there. Yeah. It's also saying that some of you might be distracted with something, or maybe another manifested love interest or situation in your life, but there's a better choice, and maybe that's your choice, that you need to kind of not take this person for granted and don't run away from the truth, not seeing things clearly. So you might be running away from something when ultimately you shouldn't. You should be stopping and accepting this person for who they are and how important they are. So it's taking the time to really make the right decisions. You will win in the end through fair and objective decision making. It's all about believing in yourself, and some of you just do not have that self-belief to listen to your heart's calling and what it's telling you. The basis of this is that you are a compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, gifted, or they are person. You're being assertive, and you know what's right. But I think that you might have been around yourself for far too long that you just think that you know it all, and you're trailing past on this fast momentum. You're just going so quick about it. So it's just calming down and realizing, well, things might be changing now that you've met someone else. So I think this King of Autumn, yes, he does sit on a throne by himself with a dog. So again, he's maybe just been used to, or you've just been used to being on your own for so long and being such an intelligent, intellectual leader in your own right, doing things your own way and always being accepted for being that type of person. In the recent past, you've been procrastinating and realised that it's time to stop procrastinating. And so now it's all about doing good, and you're trying to make the most of your life. And it says here, the good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely or repaying a debt. So some of you might have that on your mind. How do you do that? How do you get things to balance out? That's what's on your mind right now. And that could be why you've kind of put this romance on the back burner. Well, where did that come from? Goodness knows. Oh, so you're going to be doing some research. Maybe going back to school, going back to some sort of training as well. It shows excellent craftsmanship for long-term projects. So something that you've been really wanting to do is going to take fruition now. It's going to take hold. Where your power lies is walking away from any dishonest associations and realising that what you thought you wanted wasn't the best for your happiness, something that's not worth the effort. So it's being able to say goodbye to that. Someone is going to come into your life or a situation that will bring a positive change on its way, and you have a little bit of fears and hopes surrounding information that you might be having to relay to other people with kindness, but it might be difficult for them to hear, or vice versa. An indigo child or adult also. And ultimately the weight is going to be lifted off your shoulders by taking action. You'll be able to fearlessly pursue your dreams, and amazing career opportunities will ensue once you pursue your most treasured dreams. So it sounds wonderful. I'm really pleased to